Hello, hello. Piece of shit. Like I was saying, I don't. Same old shit for me, dude. Happy New Year. Yeah, right, dude. Same old shit for me the next day. Where the fuck did I get on in the first place? Don't care about Happy New Year's, dude. Don't want to sound like a dick, but I don't care about Happy New Year's or Christmas or none of that. Don't care about that either, man. Mm, Can I use this again? Nah, dude. Let me see. The fuck out of here. I don't know. Should I be drawing right now or not, man? Fuck, my whole day went fucked. I was supposed to have already a total of 14 drawings already. I was busy all day. How many let me charge this shit, dude. You use mayonnaise or any other Mexican recipes? Mayonnaise is used everywhere, man. What are you talking about? Everybody uses mayonnaise, man. I don't know. I don't know what Marshall was doing, man. Still obsessing over that what's her name? That Elizabeth woman. Well, now he's like complaining about the girl he likes now. It turns out she has a boyfriend now, and but other than that, I don't know, man. Just bored, man. Fuck. Ugh. Oh yeah, your SD card thing. That's cool. Let's see, advance creator. Damn, they switched things around here in the fucking settings area. Nope. Oh no. Did you switch things around with the job? Which what things? Wait a minute. Nah, I'm not gonna go that far. No, I'm yawning because I feel a little bit tired. Today was my first day back to doing a little bit of cardio. So I'm yawning because I feel a little tired, which I don't like that feeling. Well, it doesn't help. I took a shower, had dinner and stuff, so yeah. And about a job, who gives a shit about that? You know, when you mentioned that, let me go check something out. Well, that's real. There's a technician refrigeration at that. Um, yeah, I don't care about the job right now, bro. You keep dropping applications over and over again, and they take so goddamn long now that it's like, I don't know exactly what these faggots want, anyways, dude. What do you mean they dumped United States Postal Service 9.5 billion lost? Hmm.
It seems like I disappeared for at least 2 months. Last month was somewhat on purpose. I was actually coming back.
Work? Well, the thing is, your brother doesn't have to worry about paying bills and all that shit. Or you gotta get fucking money out of your savings to pay all these fucking bills, and you're just waiting and waiting for all these fucking companies to give you a call, but they don't give you no jack shit call. And then this week they fucking rejected me. They didn't accept me because and it's like, this isn't a fucking, this is entry level where you put stacks on top of conveyor belts. They didn't accept me for some dumb fucking reason, and it's like, it's so annoying, dude. That's why I say I don't give a shit right now about the job. And oh, and then did I say this already with my situation at one job? And this really goes to show why I don't fucking like this whole internet crap, because you don't know who is behind the whole thing or who's even looking at your emails and any of that stuff, because I really do think that it's just a, like, I don't like the whole internet thing because, okay, so this one place that they were trying to I'm not going to say the parties, but they were trying to get me in the job, right? So to make a long story short, um, the person who was hiring people left and right never bothered to open up my email that they told me to send the email to these two people. They never bothered to open up my email, even though I was one of the first people who left my resume and stuff. And while they didn't read my shit because they didn't see it or they were too fucking lazy, I don't know what kind of fucking reason, but it really goes to show why I don't like the internet stuff. I rather go in person and present myself, with the job, write down a job application because they know that, hey, somebody showed up and left the job application. I hate this whole internet shit when it comes to filling out job applications because, again, you don't know. The person never got my email and they were hiring people left and right. If the person so happened to got my email, I probably would have been hired already. And they've been hiring people for the last couple of weeks. And during this whole time, they never bothered to read my fucking email. So that one really pissed me off when I found that out recently. And it's like, once again, you guys are literally proving my point. I don't like the fact that all the companies are going through the internet thing because I don't trust like fucking companies and all that when it comes to you leaving job applications because A, it takes way too long. B, you're not sure if they even get your resume or your application or not. You're not even too sure. And right here just proved my point. I don't trust that shit. And then I love the fact that a lot of these jobs out there are saying, we're looking for people who have good communicating skills, good mathematics, good this. And then when I call them up, the person who picks up doesn't speak any fucking English. They have terrible fucking customer service because I'm telling them, okay, can I speak to somebody who knows about the hiring? Because I looked at your ad on the internet that you guys are hiring. But the problem is, as I try to put my application in, it doesn't let me select my work history. As in, I had to select a window. They have selections. I cannot just put, I used to work at blank supermarket. You have to put what it says, but they don't have it. So I clicked on other because it said there, and it didn't let me proceed. So I called them up for that reason. And the guy on the phone's like, I spent it. And then he puts the phone like that. He just puts the phone without saying, okay, give me a sec. Let me find somebody who knows about it so we could get this hopefully problem resolved. He's like, and they're looking for people who know how to talk. That's why when I see those resumes, it's like, fuck that. It's like, dude. I personally do not know what the fuck these companies are looking for. No fucking job. I just said it right now. I just got some really bad news. One of the places I was hoping to get a job, the fucking fat fuck who was supposed to get everybody's email didn't bother to open up my email. And the fat fuck literally was hiring people left and right. And the fat fuck never, like I said, got my fucking email, even though I was one of the first people who left an application about 7 weeks ago. And the fat fuck never opened it. And the fat fuck was I call him a fat fuck because how the fuck did you miss my email? I mean, your fucking job is to sit your fat ass down in front of a computer screen and you never fucking got my email. When the people in there were telling your fat fuck ass that, hey, somebody sends you an email. So the fat fuck never did it. Anytime I get an application that says, do I have any way to commute? Yeah. Bus, Uber, taxi, my vehicle. I have different ways of transportation, not just my vehicle. It's so fucking stupid now, dude. It's so fucking stupid now. You can't just go in there and say, hey, do you have any openings? Yeah, here's an application. We don't, but here's an application. Cool. Blah. You'll find out in a week if you got the job or not. Or you'll find out in 3 days, 4 days. Now, it's like 7, 8 weeks. You know? It's ridiculous how long they make you wait. And they expect your ass to just sit back and wait. knowing that a lot of us live in California and the fucking the fucking bills are ridiculous. Everything's so goddamn expensive. They expect your ass to wait. I will have to say, I think my friend got in at his job like at a good time because it wasn't like that back then. It wasn't like that at all. This guy got a good fucking job and he entered that job during the time period when they weren't doing all this stupid jabroni bullshit where it's like, you need this, you need that. It's like, yo, whatever happened to just proving yourself? Like, okay, we got this guy. Let's see what he got. Let's have somebody be next to him. You let me know how he does. And if he does well, the first week, 2 weeks, and you see improvements, then we'll keep him. Now it's like, you need to have this. You need to have this. You need to be certified. You need to have this. You need to. And the funniest thing is that my ass did not. Check it out. One of you guys said something 2 weeks ago. Did you guys, hey, Pebrick, did you apply for unemployed benefits? I decided to do it. I didn't want it to, but I did it. I told myself if I'm going to do it, I could continue to apply and see if I could get a job. Or in the meantime, I could go back and get my fucking stupid GED to do something on the side. And guess what? Fucking, they tell me that I didn't qualify for unemployed benefits. Okay. But some fucking spick could just come over the border and they give them all this bullshit, right? Whatever. But then again, we're talking about the same state that wants to tell federal agents that they have to take their mask off. So, so fucking people who got here illegally and by law, they're considered criminals, right? So they won't feel like they're getting kidnapped. And this is the same place, Los Angeles, that forced people to wear masks. The same place that allowed prostitution during peak COVID, but everybody else had to wear a mask while prostitution was running rampant still, right? They didn't do anything about that during COVID, right? And this is the same place that has a child trafficking sex problem, but they didn't do nothing about that, but they want to fucking tell federal agents to take their mask, to remove their mask. Yeah. I fucking get a GED. Fuck that. Part of me makes me want to go get it, but part of me makes me feel like, dude, if I get a GED and then I get the same fucking treatment, I would rip my GED. I would, because I would personally say, dude, this is the same old shit. They're treating me the same old way. There's no fucking difference. So I ripped it up. I'm just telling you, bro, because I know some people who haven't gotten a job. It took them a year to finally get a job, and they graduated from high school and they went to college and they were trying to get some fucking basic fucking job. It took them a year. So that's why I'm afraid of going back and getting my fucking GED. That's what I'm afraid of. Because there's a couple people here I've seen that took them 6 months. It took them 8 months. One took a year to finally get not even a fucking like a high-end job. It's a regular fucking job that any person could go get. And they graduated. That's what I'm afraid of, homie. Everybody says, oh, it's because they're not hiring you because you don't have a GED. You don't have an education. I go and they still treat me the same way. I will rip the fuck out of my GED. I'll rip it apart and say this was a waste of fucking time. And I would record it and just throw it away saying, fuck this. So that's the thing I'm afraid of, Zoloff. I mean, I do feel like going back, but I want to make sure I have something at income. Like I said, I was hoping I was going to get unemployed benefits. So I could probably, okay, I got this. Let me go to school and dedicate myself full time on that so I could speed up the process of getting my GED. But then daddy government over here says, no, you can't do that. You're not illegal. We can't do that for you. If you were traveling through the ocean in, junk made a boat made out of junk, then we would have kissed your ass and pandered to you. I don't want to, because supposedly what I was what I was working wasn't enough and all that, enough to apply for it. I'm like, oh my fucking god. I mean, I didn't get mad at the people. It's just the way how the whole thing is. I was like, okay, so you're telling me I couldn't apply because the way I was filing my taxes, it doesn't show proof that I actually. Well, what about? Can you explain to me? But didn't I pay all my taxes? I mean, it's not like I don't do any taxes. I paid out my taxes. I paid them all off. I was very super conservative with my money. That doesn't count. It's like, no, unfortunately, you have to file this way. All right. Yeah, well, Zoloff, this is what I need to tell you guys. I don't know how it is in you guys in your states, but over here in California, so far, or maybe in other states, every company now wants you to put an application through the internet. Which in the beginning I thought, hey, I could apply in so many jobs and I'll get a job much quicker. If I was able to get a job in a week or two, 20 years ago, and that was you going in person and doing the whole thing. Imagine you getting the job right now. You'll get it quickly. Complete ass backwards, homie. You hear me? Move, move. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what's that guy's name that always bugs me about the jobs? And then I fucking blocked his account. Then I forgot he had another account. Fucking, I'm gonna block your fucking other account. Wish whoosh. Wish whoosh always tells me, "How's the job going? How's the job going?" You gotta wait. You have to wait until they give you a call. That's the fucking problem I have with everything. Get the fuck out of here. You mean this guy? I mean, it's funny when I saw this guy with the shirt. Who is he? Wow, this guy had 12,000 viewers. Rip me off. I don't know if he ripped me off. I don't know this guy. This is the first time I heard about him.
What's up, everybody? So today I'm going to be
Oh my god, why does this fucking remind me of me?
showing you my entire workout routine. That is every weightlifting exercise. I don't know what my goal is, but like, what was it, 35 pounds? Lift it up over my head and just do this 10 times. One.
At least he's got good elbows. My fucking ass cannot do that at all because this shit will pop. This elbow pops. Anything over 5, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, they pop.
2, 3.
Wait a minute. I think I seen that video, or maybe I'm getting him confused from something else. He's bald. Which one is it? So what happened to this guy's videos? Hold up.
Alpha Zero.
Where did you send me a message? You're talking about Discord? Dude, I don't even use Discord. Like, don't really use it at all.
So you've decided to get a prostitute. Well, you don't want to go to jail for soliciting prostitution.
Have I seen this guy's video?
So how do you make sure the prostitute isn't a police officer? Well, I'm going to help you out.
Come on. Shit froze. No. You guys nowhere anything like me, man. There you go.
So you've decided to get a
Okay, no, I never seen this video. There's another guy that talked about this shit, but it wasn't this guy.
prostitute. Well, you don't want to go to jail for soliciting prostitution.
I mean, I don't need to look at this because I haven't even been with a prostitute by March of this year. It's going to be 4 years the last time I saw a prostitute. And God bless that woman. I hope she's alive and well. She got out of it. Because last time I saw her, she was really fucked. But she still gave out a good gum job, and I'll give her that. But yeah, man. Whoa, you fucking scared me. I just saw something in the corner look like a person or something, and then it's my fucking cat. Fuck you, brother cat.
So how do you make sure the prostitute isn't a police officer? Well, I'm going to help you out. When you find the prostitute that you like, you get her in the car with you or whatever private area you guys are in. Simply, quite simply, ask her to show you her breasts.
Well, that was the thing that was said, like in the past. Like, tell her to show her her tits to you when you go pick her up. I heard about that, but I never did that. Like the many times I've seen prostitutes, it's like some people think that I'm like addicted to prostitutes. When I was active, I'm like, and I don't know if they still think the same way. Like I'm still addicted to prostitutes. I'm like, dude, the last prostitute I saw for like it's gonna be 4 goddamn years. And what's the other thing too? Is I never really picked up a street hooker. It was mostly like the ones on the phone, and you met up at wherever they are. And it was just mostly just one. And then I did pick up, when it came to street prostitution, it was 2. And the one on the street, I thought that it was a dude, a guy. But after I went inside her, sure enough, it was a woman. But then the second one was behaving the same way, but there's a 50-50 chance. I kind of felt like it must have been a trans and all that, tranny and all that, because they were behaving the same old way. But only this time, I just didn't want her to like pound it or anything. I was just like, just give me oral and all that. I didn't bother to check or anything because it was such good oral sex. And I said, okay, well, you know what? At that moment, I was just like, you know, this person who I'm a little bit suspected on is acting the same way as the previous streetwalker I picked up that I thought it was a guy, but it wasn't a guy. So I just said, okay, this definitely is not a guy. And I wonder to this day, I wonder if that's a chick or not. But you know what? Am I gonna go to fucking counseling and be like, oh my god, I think I'm gay? No, I don't give a fuck. I'm always gonna tell that story that I think I must have gotten oral sex from a trans, and if it was a trans, I gotta say that was like one of the best blowjobs I ever got.
I know that may seem silly, but there's a reason for it. If the prostitute is a police officer,
really? The one that I was with the last time was, oh my god, I'm already thinking about her blowjob, and oh my god, I feel my penis twitching a little bit right now. Jesus Christ. I started to remember how her lips felt and the gums because she took her teeth off. Yeah, to any of the new viewers here, yeah, she was fucking like around her 50s and all that, 55 years old. And I remember her fucking, she took her teeth off and it felt fucking great. So tell me, Zoloft, was that a guy? Because I saw her vagina.
She won't show your breast for a couple reasons. First reason is police officers obviously have to follow the law, or they're supposed to. Not just that, they have to follow by moral codes. There's a lot of things not necessarily written in the law that they just can't do, like showing a pedestrian or a standard citizen their breast. Not just that, a female officer is just not going to show you her breast. She's not going to do that. Now, say she is an actual prostitute. At first, she's going to be like, if you say, oh, show me your breast.
I want to see if that fucking woman is still,
why?
let's see if my fucking prostitute I used to go see is still active. No, I don't think so, because people were trying to find out what happened to her. What happened to her? I don't know.
Simply tell her, I want to make sure you're not a police officer. Once she hears you say that,
If I could find another 55, 60-year-old hooker and she still has a pretty nice body, then I don't know. Then that previous one that I was with could have replaced her. But again, I stopped going seeing prostitutes for 4 years, so I don't really have that desire at all.
she'll also be happy because just as much as you don't want to get arrested for prostitution, neither does she. She wants to make her money for whatever reason, go along her way. So when you ask her to see your breast, that shows her that you're as well not a police officer, a male police officer, you know, in some sting operation, because for the same reason a female police officer can't show you a breast, a male officer can't solicit such activity, again, for moral conduct reasons.
Oh, you guys want to laugh? 4 years. Gonna be 4 years. With the prostitute, 4 years. With the regular girl, back when I was 18.
Also, I wanted to give you guys other tips.
You saw that I was trying to, you just saw me stay quiet because I'm trying to remember exactly when.
So how you can know whether
The craziest thing is that my friend tells me, dude, I don't understand you, man. You're not a bad looking guy. I'm ugly and I have a girl, and how is it that it's like, it's just those things that you got used to being by yourself, homie. Like, I think what didn't help at all was, yeah, brutal, right? Brutal dry spell. I think it's just that the way I grew up, man, I guess it didn't help at all that when I was interested in the girl, my brother always wanted to be involved. Now, what do I mean by involved? I'm not saying that he wanted to go and have sex with her. No, of course not. It's just that, would anybody in the chat, would you guys be annoyed if you had a girl or a guy or whatever your sexual preference is, and somebody like your sibling, like your brother, your sister, it tells you, hey, you know, so how was it? You know, did you fuck? Like, oh yeah, what was like my brother, for example, my brother would have been telling me, yeah, did she kiss good? Did she look hot? Did she had a big ass? What was the color of vagina? Like, my brother would have been that. And it just would have rubbed me the same. It would have rubbed me the wrong way. Like, it annoyed me over time. And then it just felt weird. Like, it just felt uncomfortable, especially when I went to go and wanted to give this one girl a ride to the school, right? I was about, what was I, 17 years old, and she was 15 or whatever. And I remember I went to go 14 and a half or I think 15, right? And then fucking, I was like 16 and a half going to 17. I don't know, something like that. And my brother's like, well, I'm going to go with you. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm just going to go pick her up. Yeah, but we got to go somewhere. You mean to the donut shop? I could go pick you up. And then we go, no. It's either you have to, no, my brother just wanted to tag along, the fucking idiot. And it was just awkward picking her up. So it was just awkward having my brother set stuff. And then during the time my brother went to the hospital, I ballooned up to 400 pounds over time. And I just had no desire of going outside being that size. And being like that for many years, it just made me to be that way. I guess that's one of the biggest reasons why I have this huge dry spell. Ah, shit, Kitty's here. He's in a denial, really, men or women. Confused little pearl, always hiding in a shell. Yeah.
prostitute is a police officer or not. One of the main things is is a police officer has to make sure that a transaction goes through. She has to make sure you.
Yeah, like, can you imagine, like, you had a brother and all that telling you, like, hey, Zoloff, or whatever your name is, let's just call you Bob. Like, hey, dude, so, you went to go and, you were with your girl? Yeah, Bob. Or let's just call you Zoloff. Zoloff, so what's up, man? Did you already, like, touched her and everything? And then you're like, I kissed her. Yeah, how good? Was she a good kisser? Was she using tongue? How did she do it? Oh, yeah, did you saw her? How did you do it? Did you take her pants off? Was she hairy or not? And by the way, let's not forget, my brother was over 18. He was in his 20s already. And he's telling me stuff like this when I'm literally, like, can you imagine me telling this imagine me telling Uga Man when he's with the girl. Imagine me in my 40s telling Uga Man, oh yeah? So how old are you, Uga Man? Are you like fucking, you're like 15 now, right? Imagine me telling you stuff like that, Uga Man, about your girl. Weird. I'm literally trying to find out what it was like, knowing that the girl is underage. Weird. But my brother didn't really see that. Yeah, my brother did get some, but he went to go see hookers. I mean, it's funny to you, Ugo Man, and like, for me, it is funny, but if I were to do that, I mean, fuck, that would be weird. But, no. Don't bring Kitty into this. We're just friends. No, my brother Osvaldo, he slept with hookers. According to him, he went to go see a hooker like every week. Every time he had the paycheck, he would go spend it on a hooker and all that. So he used to get some every week. I remember my brother told me that story, and I already said this story, so I'm gonna eat my food twice now. What I mean by that, I'm gonna say it again. You know, my brother said that he went down on a prostitute, and it's like he said it was the most terrible decision he ever made.
Are actually soliciting prostitution. So an actual police officer will always try to get the money up front. She'll always make the money a big deal. Oh, do you have the money on you? You know, she'll ask you what kind of sexual favors you want, and then she'll say, oh, you have the money on you. She'll keep asking about the money. Where's the money? Where's the money? Do you have the money? Then you'll notice.
Yeah, I don't want to get fucked, dude. I don't want to get fucked in the ass.
An actual police officer will make more big of a deal about the money. Whereas...
oh, by the way, before we continue on, I'm working on a drawing episode. I'm not going to say what it is, but this is all the... You see this? Each one presents a drawing I got to do. I'm currently working on it. I already got 6 drawings. I was supposed to have 7 more drawings, but I was working on something today. My stomach hurts. Oh no, I ate Chinese food. I feel like that one fucking Mexican dude where he had a bad stomach ache because they ate. I'm not gonna say the person's name, but holy shit. It just hit me right now. Right now, I feel like the gas is going through my... Hold up. Be right back. Yeah, I'm going to release the unedited version of the Green Gooblet. Unedited. Hey, Uga Man, you should try to think about going to Rumbles. They seem to be a lot more free over there. For now. I'm not sure how it is going to be like later on. You know, as long as they don't get like another Susan or another CEO, everything will be good. Now, what the fuck is a some Indian guy they got as a CEO? Oh, a magic carpet convenience store.
A real prostitute won't, because she doesn't want to lose you as a customer. She wants to. She's a
Hey,
regular
Sister
human being.
Cat.
She's not a police officer, so she's gonna
¿Cómo
want
estás,
to
mamacita?
talk, have a conversation with you, maybe a little bit, and then obviously ask what kind of sexual favors you want. And so on
Here's
and
my
so
therapy cat now.
So just certain things to watch out for. And also, I want it to be known that I'm not saying that you should get a prostitute, but people do anyways. And if you are,
I mean, that's cool and all that when you go pick up a prostitute, but there's a lot of risk, not just the cops. You got to worry about the neighborhood. You got to worry about if she's not going to rob you. You got to worry about, of course, you know, sex diseases, of course, wear a condom and all that. But is it even worth it? And another thing, too, you got to respect your age, people. You got to respect your age because sooner or later when you're young, a young stud, it's easy, right? To go see one and it will like, your Johnson will salute quickly when you're younger, but as you get older and older, it takes longer. And I found that out when I went to go pick one time. And boy, oh boy, was that a waste of time.
be careful. Just think to yourself that this prostitute, that's her job. That's what she does for a living, is have sex.
That was the thing. People always said that. Tell the prostitute to flash, and maybe they may do it.
Sex for money.
But like I said, I guess it's not worth going seeing a prostitute. I'm just telling you, as I'm getting older and older. If you want to see, like, have your own personal fuck buddy, just find somebody who's going to fucking just have you. You both will just have each other as a fuck buddy and nothing more, nothing less. You know, something to tap at or sit on, right? If you want to be a whore, go find somebody if you can and all that. You know, don't go see a prostitute. I mean, you could if it's money, no issue, and for you, $100, $200 ain't shit, and you could shit that out so quickly in a day or two because you make so much money. Go for it, but I just say don't.
That's what she does. So you have to think to yourself that not only does she
Well, that's another thing too. In my area, well, not in my area, like a little bit farther over there, there is child sex trafficking, and I told you guys that when I went to go take my friend because I did some yard work to him in Compton. I went and took them to Figueroa Street because there was a place he wanted to buy at some wheat store, and there was a big ass line, and I was just driving around and I saw my friend was with me, and then I saw another one. I was driving by myself, waiting for him. Like kids, they look like children, street walking, dude. That's where I found out that yeah, there is a prostitution problem with underage girls. I'm like, that's fucking nuts.
have sex, she probably has sex a lot with a lot of different people. So the chances of her having some kind of sexual disease or
there was a video from Soft White Underbelly where they showed this poor little girl. I think she's like 13, 14 years old or 15, and she was pregnant, dude. It's so fucking weird looking at that shit. Like you could tell she's like a little girl, but she already has a stomach. And, oh, and also, she ended up getting an abortion, which, I mean, it's sad for the child, but it's also sad for her knowing that she was 14, 15. And she got that from getting fucked by some client. God, man.
Sexually transmitted disease is very high. I'm not saying she will, but it's very high. So I just encourage everybody to use protection for your safety, for her safety, and otherwise, just be careful. But hope the tips helped, and good luck. Stay out of trouble.
Oh my God, everybody's still talking about that Somalian person. So I was going to say that I think it works like this. I think what I like about Rumble, check it out. If you click on my channel, I think if you go up here and you click in Peb or Marshall Mathers the fourth, it gives you like the entire thing here of all the Marshall Mathers content. That's what I kind of like. Third way. Some of this stuff I totally forgot, dude. Isaac. Now, my son, on this today's church video, I'm going to talk about the time when you backed out on the fight. You know, against that bloated fudged mustard known as Pebrick. The one who corner waiting for Marshall's entrance. We were going to come out. and I was gonna come out with my acoustic guitar and play his entrance song while Marshall's in the front, marching on with his family behind his back. And not only that, but my lovely crack whore former streetwalker of a wife, Meth Head, was going to carry a cross, a giant cross on her back. So as we make it to the ring, we were gonna strike. Yeah, listen, man. This arc with Marshall and I could have kept going to this day if it wasn't for Marshall being such a bitch. Like he literally fucking just like I'm gonna go to Rumble. No, I'm gonna go to TikTok, and he just complains about TikTok over there. They removed one of my videos. I'm like telling myself, what the fuck do you expect? You're on one of the most cringiest platforms out there when it comes to like their guidelines. Their guidelines are so much worse than YouTube. If you complained about YouTube, why did you go to TikTok of all places? They have it worse. Strike fear against Pebrick. I hope that sometime this year, I get the chance to make the movie. Where's the thing at? If I could find it. Let's see if I can find it here. Poop Fart Boy. There it is. You click there, you can put poof.
Hey, Chili. Boy, seems these 3 words repeatedly. Please, Sarah, tell us what happened to you.
Poof fart boy, poof fart boy, poof fart boy, poof fart boy.
Gon Graham Rappers lived the raging version who wanted nothing more than a traditional 7 to 15-year-old girlfriend. But after being exposed on the internet, his father forced him to get a job. Frustrated, the boy wanted his mother to fart on his face.
All right, by the way, guys, I'm completely naked here. I was telling somebody, hey, because the pumpkin was supposed to be small, like up to here, so you could see my legs and everything, but they told me, you know what, it's YouTube, you should make it bigger, just in case. I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll make it bigger.
The mother said no, and so in a rage, the boy ran into the woods never to be seen. Some say he lives there. Others say the woods swallowed him up, but what we do know is, ever since then, young girls from 7 to 15 vanished for doing this one thing.
And this quality looks a little bit fucked up because YouTube got rid of it. So when I tried to screen record it, the quality, for some reason, when you try to look at it in the studio that was terminated, the quality is less.
Leaving their shit-stained underwears on the floor after 8 o'clock.
But how do you know all this?
Because I am his mother.
What do you think you're doing? You think you could stop him? Oh no, there's nothing you could do about it. You can't convince him. You can't reason with him. You can't knock sense into him. He's always gonna do things his way.
But I really want to do this movie. Like, straight out, I want to do this movie hopefully sometime this year. But I don't want to put it on Rumble. I actually want to try to put it on Tubi. But this movie's going to be like, I'm going to try to see if I can make this movie up to 2 hours long. Which I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do that, but
If you
I have to look at movies to get an idea how the fuck they do the movies. Like, how is it that they make it long?
not. He's going to get what he claims from all the girls who rejected him from middle school and high school. He has come back.
Because if I make the Poof Fart Boy movie, it's going to explain how Marshall became a puppet.
Not to get you, but your little daughters, nieces, and sisters. And there's no stopping him at all. My son has returned.
I like how Marshall's dad became like when he first came out, he was just a good old religious guy, and then I turned him into a fucking evil, horny old man.
To claim for what's rightfully his. The Pooper Boy has returned.
Oh, really? Well, maybe you just gotta find inspiration to make the new Grin Goblin.
Like father, like son, son, son.
Boy. At least the videos made it to another platform.
Oi, no, this can't be real. The Poofar Boy doesn't exist. The Poofar Boy doesn't exist.
Hey girl, shit on me.
Oh man, lots of memories with this shit. There's a little thumbnail I made for AI and stuff. There is a lot of videos here I did that Marshall, man.
And he knows that his father loves Linda Laylis. She is the deep throat blowjob queen. She's a Hall of Fame pioneer in the porn industry. She revolutionized blowjobs. And Marshall Mathers IV discovered all the porn tapes in the box. So Marshall Mathers IV figured that it's a sin, deep throat, want to do a nose job.
Is this the part
And
where
we're
I
not
almost
talking
laughed?
about
Is this the part that I almost laughed?
a Botox or any of those women who are afraid to get old and they want to try to look young. No, this is a sex thing, a sex position. It's called a nose job. Marshall figured out.
Oh yeah,
I
there.
lost my voice.
I almost was gonna laugh there.
Oh, let me drink some water. Marshall Mathers IV figured out, I don't want to look gay. I don't want to disappoint my family. I'm going to do whatever it takes to extend my nose for all these years.
Oh, so fucking dumb, dude. But anyway, speaking of Marshall, I mean, he just put some new ones bitching about the same thing, like this one. I don't know if you guys seen Baby Reindeer. Girls and women can make me feel as empty, crushed, and extremely broken as this character. I've never related more to the extreme, empty, broken-hearted, crushed, dead, inside character and actor in real life than Richard Gadd from the Netflix series Baby Reindeer. Inside, I've never been lucky, privileged, blessed, or fortunate with the wonderful experience of having a girl that I actually want. I never had a girl I wanted who wanted me just as badly and desperately as I wanted her. This is the story of my life. No joke. From age 15 in 2000. Okay, we already read that so many times in the past. So ever since the age of 15, I've only ever felt extreme soul-crushing loneliness, despair. First of all, from what I remember about Baby Reindeer, wasn't there like a big woman that was stalking him and all that? Marshall is like more like that woman who was stalking the guy than the guy himself, man. It's like, what is Marshall saying? Is he gonna fuck a tranny? Like, I said this to somebody when I send this stuff to them, when I told him about his latest TikTok post. And then right here, he's complaining. Unfortunately, there are no man like this hero who exists anymore in modern times. Sadly, we don't have man like this anymore. And look how bad people are. Marshall's complaining about one of his videos getting removed. Free speech matters. If you thought YouTube was bad, TikTok is far worse. It's one of the cringiest platforms out there. Just like Facebook, they'll remove your content or comments if you use mean words, yet you're still here. So what's stopping you from going back to YouTube when you already have a channel with no content? You're basically doing the same thing here, except it's all writing instead of videos. TikTok will remove your channel sooner or later, even though freedom of speech exists. It still is a private company, so they can do whatever they want. Also, the things you say don't fit their guidelines, and many people find your words unacceptable. Again, I'm not trying to get you mad. It's the way this dumb platform is. You gotta remember too, I don't understand TikTok, dude, because TikTok fucking lets all these people like put all these fucking terrible fucking videos of like sending death threats to other people, yet they don't do shit about that. What? Hold up. That's my stomach. Okay. All right. Marby. Yeah, I remember this one. You sent me this.
Ryan Gosling as Isaac, Marshall Mathers IV Holmes, Joaquin Phoenix as Uncle Galactic, Tom Cruise as Cookie Dickerson, and Colin Farrell as Snoopy. Not
fuck
known
is
as
this?
Terry LeBron. Danny Trejo as Pepper Mathers.
Hey guys, this is Marshall Mathers IV, and today I'm going to be starring in a film that's going to be based on my incel life, where I find Jesus, and then I have an international sex affair with Uncle Ben, and he's going to be staring from me at the window, and then Pepper shoots me. I'm going to come for you.
That's what was me.
I'm going to come for you. Marshall.
So his uncle's looking at him while he's having sex. The audio swap music. You're talking, yeah, I remember this fucking song, Dreamscape. God, how old is Dreamscape, dude? I need to check it out because I heard that song in the past. When did the song Dreamscape 009 sound system come out? $2009? I thought this shit came out like in 2006. It's still a long time. Actually, when you think about it, it is a long time. It's like 16 years.
I read 6,000.
Yeah, huh? God, what a piece of shit film this was, man. They could have made this film work if they just, oh my God. All right, guys, I'm going to turn this off. Tomorrow, what do I need to do? Because tomorrow it's going to rain, right? What's tomorrow forecast? Oh, wow. They said it's going to rain from here to all the way till Monday? Okay. Well, it's not just that, Zoloff. It's just the fact that they literally put... It's just that... Did anybody wanted a musical for Joker? When they said they were going to do a sequel, people were imagining him being like running his own criminal enterprise, and like when they said that they were going to have like Lady Gaga or whatever her name is, I was thinking that, okay, you're going to play that Harley Quinn character where like Joker's going to be in the fucking insane asylum, and then he was broken down again, and then he became the Joker, and then he escapes and just becomes that guy. No, completely. They made him into a big fucking loser. I mean, didn't he get fucking like fucked in the ass by the prison, by the fucking cops? Didn't they say that the fucking director wanted to make him look like a fucking loser at the end because he didn't like the way that people were cheering on the Joker at the end? I mean, talk about a fucking climax, bro. Talk about a fucking climax in Joker 1. And people didn't like the way they did it, and oh my god, the director didn't like it, and then he just made him into a big fucking loser. You know what I do, man? I just pretend Joker 2 doesn't exist. Yeah. Not only that, all the higher ups, how come they didn't like... Then again, I don't know anything about Hollywood. I would imagine the investors will be like, hey, wait a minute, why are you fucking doing this and that? Like, I don't know. Again, I don't know anything about Hollywood or how the whole shit works. But you will think that DC would have been like, okay, why do you want to do the movie like this? But then again, is DC involved in this movie or not? Maybe that's another reason too. I don't know. I heard they were not. I don't know. But fuck me, man. I just pretend that movie don't exist, man. Oh, okay. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to lay in bed because my stomach is killing me. Fucking Chinese food. Hopefully I think tomorrow I should have time to work on the drawing episode. It's not Mars show yet. I'm working on a drawing episode on the side, which is going to talk about a funny story when I was young. So yeah. Yeah. It's like, I don't fucking understand why the director did it. He did it because he wanted to make sure the guy felt like a loser. He didn't like the reception that people saw Joker as like, yeah. It's crazy, man. It's just fucking nuts. He literally gave everybody a middle finger. That's basically what he did, man. All right, man. I gotta go later.